Today's episode of Watson's House of Horrors is brought to you by Lucifer's Cat Distribution System. We believe that every cat should choose their own servant.
Welcome. Step inside my haunted house and stay a while. If you dare.
Today, we're going to step inside the big top for the next series of Drabbles. If you ask people what scares them, I can almost guarantee that a lot of people will have clowns at the top of their list. But for me, there might be scarier things inside the circus than just clowns. Let's see what they are. Story number 1. Guess your weight. The booth sat just outside the big top, the man running it glaring at the circus crowd as they passed him by. When one gent finally stopped, the vendor tossed back his long black hair and grinned. "Guess your weight?" he asked. The customer nodded, the slightest hint of a smirk on his face, which turned to a full guffaw when the guess proved wrong. "Not even close," he mocked. The booth vendor stepped forward, grabbed the man by his shirt, and bit into his neck, tearing free a chunk of flesh. "Well, how about now? Am I getting closer?" Story number 2. Madame Rose Sees All. The ringmaster stepped aside, making way for Madame Rose. The crowd gasped, some in awe, others in fear, as the frail woman stepped into the centre of the ring. She wore a ruffled red dress, plucked straight from some dreary costume drama. While the dress shimmered, Madame Rose wilted under the weight of her years. She slowly raised her head, looked out at the audience, and opened her mouth. "I see all, and I take all." The crowd swayed as strings of life force slipped out of them and into Madame Rose. Before long she shimmered as brightly as her dress. Story number 3. Bingo Bango Bongo. While the rest of the clowns danced around, hitting one another with shaving foam pies and teasing the crowd with confetti-filled buckets, Bingo, Bango and Bongo stood in a cage, glaring at the audience. It was clear that the other clowns were maintaining a wide berth, but in the excitement of the show, one of them got too close to the barred cell. Bango, a gluttonous man made of cascading folds of pork-marked flesh, reached out and pulled the clown close. Bingo and Bongo pressed their faces against the steel and licked the trapped clown with long, forked tongues. That's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed those stories. I'll be back next Tuesday with 3 more, but in the meantime, if you want to check out more of my work, you can do so on Substack at www.authorjohnwatson.com. Thank you for listening.